because that doesn't really get us anywhere.
I've just realised also what about the performances. I think the flashback sequences were really poor.
Yeah.
Okay, you're right.
Yeah.
And
I've got to agree
that
with you
then
there,
like
yeah.
adds to the whole, and even the way that those are shot, I think that it's really hard to cast a role like that with the well, both of them, but with the coach particularly, when it's such a small role, for it to be that, it's really hard. And I think that really didn't help the overall feel of the performances in the film.
I'm really glad that you brought that bit up, because I think I've kind of blanked that bit out of my memory, because I kind of didn't want to remember that bit, because I thought it was chucked in there and really
Really random.
really random. It didn't bring anything to the story. It was just because they didn't go into it enough.
Yeah, it was so on the news.
I would have
Yeah.
preferred to have seen I've got the answer. I would have preferred to have seen a really emotional scene between Bonnie and Diane, discussing that, so that you could really see just that extra hair of a connection between those two characters, which was definitely in there. I'm not saying it wasn't in there, but I think it would have helped a little bit more to humanize her telling that story, or like, you don't need to be telling it completely, but just that to be the way that they've told that part of a character.
Yeah. No, I think that's a really fair point.
I'd love to know, like, on Netflix, how well a film like this does.
Ooh, yeah.
You know, how their audience have, how they've taken it.
Well, that's something that I found actually quite frustrating with this. Like I said, I couldn't find the budget, and I think that's because it was Netflix. Well, would that be why? Anyway, I couldn't find the budget, and I also, in the box office, it's really, really low, because I think it was only out for like a day, or like not very long at all, just to be, and then it came off, went onto streamers, and probably was only released so that it could go to the Oscars. So box office figures were really, really low, because it was hardly there.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
We don't know with the Netflix films.
Yeah. But it's had really mixed reviews from the things that I've found. First of all, it premiered at Telluride Festival, which is like pretty impressive. And then went to TIFF as well, Toronto.
Oh, okay.
So it did really well at festivals. But yeah, responses online are really mixed. When I looked on Letterboxd, everyone seems to be like slating it.
Younger audience, though.
Younger audience, yeah. But Rotten Tomatoes are like quite pleased. And then obviously it's the two performances, not the two leads, sorry, but Annette and Jodie have both been nominated for Oscars. So it's a really mixed bag. Yeah. Okay, so some of the Letterboxd reviews. Eddie the Plankton gave it 2 stars and said, "This is probably the mummiest mum movie that ever be mummed, that will be loved by every mum ever." And that kind of made me feel really sad, because was like, am I a mum?
But also, what is the problem
Nothing
in
wrong
that?
with that.
What is the problem in that? We're not going, this is the boyiest boy film that's ever been made by the boys in a whole bleh. Like, what's the problem with that?
That's true. That's true.
What is wrong with that?
Who are we making films for? Like, why? Yeah.
Yeah. Why is that an issue?
Also, like, a lot of the world are mums, so yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why I don't like it. 'Cause
You're rejecting being a mum.
oh my God, dark.
But that's funny that, I read that and I felt sad, but that's not necessarily a bad thing.
No.
I love mums.
Yeah.
But
Like,
you
you're
just
saying
know
like
that
it's a bad thing.
That's the
Well,
thing.
they
You
gave it
know that
2
they're saying it's
stars.
negative. Yeah.
If they'd given it 5 stars and said the same thing, then maybe we'd be like, yeah, mums.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. I hate that they've made it a negative.
Yeah.
Shut up, Plankton.
Mean.
Yeah. That is not how you form a good joke.
Okay. Thomas Flight also gave it 2 stars and said, "Literal inspirational poster held on the wall by the sheer force of 2 great performances straining through a film that's not nearly as good as what they deserve."
I mean, it's not the first time, and it certainly won't be the last, but it happened. You know?
Yeah. I think
God, that's so harsh.
it is quite harsh, but I also kind of know what they mean, even though I loved it.
Yeah.
Neil said, "What's unexpected is that the best scenes are on dry land." So I thought that was really nice.
Shut up, Neil.
Did you not think that was nice?
Yeah, no, that's just so funny because it also, like, most of the movie is not on dry land, so it feels kind of backhanded too.
That's a bit of shade, really.
Yeah,
Well,
like
I
from
thought-
the word go, she's in the water. So
It's like some of the best films were in Tesco supermarket because there wasn't any.
No, but it's because that's when they can talk. Although they do have a really good chat when she's in the water at one point. Anyway,
Yeah.
I thought it was a nice thing.
It's lovely.
Yeah.
Okay. And then Max Wise gave it 3 out of 4, saying, mostly it's a film about female friendship, about a friend who will love you at your best and your worst, and who will truly bask in your triumphs. And I thought,
Yeah.
yes, that is true. And I love that. Next for the filmmakers and actors, Annette Bening is going to be in the next Maggie Gyllenhaal film, which I don't know what it's
They've
called.
just shot it. It's
Oh.
in post now.
A Frankenstein.
I don't know.
Okay, maybe it's not the next one, but because I saw that it was in pre-production, so maybe this is a different one with Jessie Buckley and Christian Bale.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Excusez-moi.
Mm.
Wow.
Oh no, wait. Sorry, it is in pre-production. I availability checked Maggie Gyllenhaal for something in August. She's not free. She's in post for a film, but that makes sense because she will have just come off film. Anyway, whatever.
I see.
Yeah.
Cool. So yeah, feel like that's going to be a fun collaboration. Jodie Foster, I couldn't see what she'll be acting in next, but it looks like she's doing a load of her own projects as a director and producer, which I'm very excited about. Yeah, so that's really cool.
If anyone from Jodie's team is watching, I will audition as many times as you want me to be in one of those movies.
That would be very cool. Jimmy Chin and Chai, I believe, are doing more sports documentaries, but I don't know what
Yeah.
about any more fictions at the moment. So we will wait and see. But I hope so. I think this is such an amazing first fiction feature
Yeah.
for them.
Yeah.
Hannah doesn't agree, but okay.
I just think that it is. I just think it's hard for them doing something this big as their first thing, and I just
but I don't know if that's their fault. You know,
No,
that they were
no.
put in that position. You know what I mean? I mean, I'd just love to know that. If any of us ever meet them, do report back.
Yeah.
How was it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, girls, what were your final thoughts?
I still love it as like I'm gonna call it a guilty pleasure.
Yeah.
It's like gonna be a Sunday afternoon fave between me and my mum. And yeah, I feel like all of the flaws are so valid, and I like agree with all of them. And yet, still, I'm just like, I don't mind, which is nice because yeah, like I can get over things that I don't like. That's a sign of maturing.
It really is. That is the definition of a guilty pleasure as well. That you can see past the flaws to enjoy the experience of watching it.
Yeah.
It's not one of mine, unfortunately, but I've really enjoyed talking about it.
Good.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
I'm glad.
And just interrogating like the guilt that I feel for not loving it more than, than I do. Yeah, than I want to, yeah.
One thing actually that after researching this made my heart smile was that Annette Bening and Jodie Foster have obviously both been in the industry for so long, but they've never had a chance to work together and until this. And they were both really, really excited to work together, and now they're really close friends. But I guess they've never had a chance to work together because all of their roles were usually with men, and or maybe with women of a different age, but probably men. And so I just thought that was really cool that they've had this chance to work together, and I hope that more of that does happen.
Yeah,
And
it's
they're
true.
probably up against each other for similar roles.
Exactly.
Or the same role, I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's so rare to be in a thing with other girls and you're all playing friends. Like, I mean, it's not as rare now, but like you think about all of their biggest movies, like that is not the thread of them at all. Oh,
Yeah,
love that.
really lovely. Yeah.
Nice one, Lowry.
Oh, good.
Good
yeah.
pick.
Oh, I'm glad that you both agreed to it because I wasn't sure that you were going to at first. Well, thank you all so much for listening or watching this week. Please let us know your thoughts on Naiad because we want to know. Follow us on TikTok and Instagram at Frank Film Club. And also you can email us on filmclub@rap.world. Tell us your thoughts. Like and subscribe on YouTube. Follow us on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, wherever you get your podcasts. And see us here again next week.
Next week, we're going to be watching The Zone of Interest, which at the time of recording is in the cinemas. Not sure it's going after that. But it's written and directed by Jonathan Glazer and takes place in Nazi Germany during World War II. Going to be heavy chats. So go and watch that and then come back here next week and join us for more Frank Film Club.
This podcast was presented by Wrapped.